Hey, good afternoon. It's so good to be here. My name is Nag, and I'm the founder and CEO of Tripcloud. I want to start you off with a story in August 2014. You see, it had been about 2 months since I had just started my new role as a head of product at another Silicon Valley startup. And we were gearing up for this 6-day visit to Las Vegas. It was conference season. So, we wanted to go and meet potential customers and partners. 2 weeks before the conference, the founder of the company gathered all of us together in a room, and he briefed us about the visit. He also said, he gave us all roles and responsibilities, and he said he was responsible for actually booking the flight and hotel. But in order for him to do this, he said we had to go back and send him an email with all of our personal travel information. That is my personal travel information. Um, but just as he was about to begin the booking process, a colleague of ours reached out to him and he asked if he could bring his wife along. So all of a sudden, the founder didn't have all the information that he needed. And what should have taken him an hour of his time quickly turned into this 2-day email game uh, where he had to confirm and reconfirm all the information before he could finally book his tickets. And if you've ever had like an EA book a flight or a hotel for you, I think you're familiar with this email thread problem. You see, the problem is that, like every other modern startup, we had tools to manage everything inside the business. For communication, we use Slack, we use Google Apps, we use Trello for project management, GitHub to host our code, Zenefits for payroll and HR. We almost every business unit inside the company was pretty well organized. Everything except travel. So I did some researching and found out that travel itself is not something that's undercatered. Uh, Up in the market, if you actually look at corporate travel, there are a lot of companies that help you manage this pretty well. But they only cater to large. Do you want me to wait? Yeah, but they only cater to large enterprises. There's really nothing simple and easy for an SMB to use for them to manage all their travel. This is in spite of the fact that today, SMBs are spending around $250,000 a year on average on travel, but they're still doing it through a whole set of consumer tools like Kayak and Expedia and Expensify. This is exactly why we built Tripcloud. Tripcloud is the first completely cloud-based travel desk application built very specifically for SMBs. We'll help you plan, book, and manage all your travel in one unified application. But we want to go beyond the booking process. And when I say we've tailored this very specifically for the SMB, we want to consider all the different workflows that an SMB uses to book their travel. This could be something as simple as getting your EA to book a trip for you, or maybe you want to bring in an engineer from outside, a potential a candidate from outside of town to come and interview with you. We've thought about these individual workflows, and we've designed tools and features inside the product to automate this for you. It's all of these amazing things and our business model that I'm going to talk to you about very, very soon that's got a lot of interest from customers over the last few months. Over the next 2 weeks, we're actually rolling it out to our first 12 customers, but we have interest from several more. So here's the kicker. The product is actually free. No monthly per user per fee. And we also don't charge you like a sign-up fee. And at this point, some of the investors in the room probably felt like a chill go up their spine. But we have a plan. Like every OTA, the airlines, hotels, and rental car companies actually pay us a commission every time we book through our platform. So that generates revenue for us. We also charge you a transaction fee that's nominal, which we think will cover our costs and also give us a little room for profit. And in the coming months, we're also launching a bunch of services that small and mid-sized businesses can pay for on a monthly basis. This is a big market. Just in 2014, SMB travel was about $288 billion. That's 24% of all business travel is done by SMBs, but they have no tools. They do it through consumer tools today. And if you consider that 75% of each of that trip is either on flights, hotel, and rental cars, that's a very, very big market for us to go after. On average, agencies report about 9% earnings on these bookings. So our total addressable market itself is about $19 billion. We have a great team, as is everybody else here. But I think we have a very well-balanced team. I myself was a founder in the past. I ran a company which was an ed tech company. Anirudh has a lot of experience building data analytics platforms, so he's using a lot of his back-end knowledge to build it. Ravi was a senior front-end engineer at VMware and a bunch of other companies. But I also want to specially mention Jan, who I think without her, we just couldn't have been where we are today. Jan has been in the travel industry for about 35 years, especially business travel. And I like to joke that that's 10 years more than I've lived. So she knows what she's doing. And she's navigating it for us. So that's Tripcloud. We're operating in a great market with a lot of need, with a good product and a good team, and a lot of demand. So if you want to join our journey, pun intended, come and talk to us.